Hey y'all, it's Mama Beth, and I'm back in the kitchen. I'm getting ready to make some more pumpkin bread because my daughter absolutely needs some, she says, and some more Nutella brownie bites. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look at it. They turned out wonderful, and somehow they all disappeared. They all are gone. So I gotta make some more. I gotta make a batch for us, and then I have to make a batch to send to her in another care package because that's what moms do. I wanted to ask you to subscribe. If you're watching, go down there and hit the subscribe, hit the notification, and all my information is in the drop down box. It's all in the description if you ever want to get in touch with me. Now, that being said, I would like to say that when I am online and when I'm watching a live stream or, you know, participating, that I'm off the clock. Yes, I'm a psychologist in real life. Yes, I do therapy in real life, but I'm not diagnosing you. I'm not treating you. Unless I have you in my office or in my home office and we have, you know, a patient-therapist relationship going on, this is my fun time, okay? Just like if, say, your primary care physician liked to watch YouTube in their downtime, his or her downtime, and goes on and sees somebody, you know, sick or sniffling and says, oh, do you have a cold? They're not diagnosing you. They're not going to write you a script. They're not going to treat you. That's not how it works, okay? And if I go on a live stream and I'm like, how are you? How are you feeling? Or if someone's talking about their mental health, I have to be really careful about what I say, and I do not diagnose anyone. And some people have tried to accuse me of that because I ask a question or two, but it was a question that anybody would ask. If somebody says that they're depressed and I say, I'm sorry, I hope you feel better, you know, I hope you see your doctor, I'm not diagnosing them with anything, all right? Also, if you ask me questions about medications, I'm happy to answer, but Google will tell you. Just put in the name of the drug, whatever drug it is, and it will show you. Every drug has a website. They each have a web page underneath the manufacturer, and it's very easy to read. You can find out what type of drug it is, what it's used for, what it treats. It's all there, okay? So just wanted to clear that up, that while I am in real life a therapist, when I'm in your chat room or watching your live feeds, I'm not diagnosing anyone, I'm not treating anyone, and while I will offer support just like anybody else, I'm not treating you, okay? I'll spend too much time, too much energy, effort, and money to get where I am in my profession to do that, because it's not happening. I do want to try to educate people though about different things, and when I do my words of wisdom and you know, each of my videos, I try to leave with a message, and I base it on my experience, personal experience with myself, or maybe something that has come up frequently, like recently, or questions that I get asked. I get asked to talk about a lot of things, and I really appreciate the suggestions. They're fantastic, and that shows that people want to learn more. And I think the more we know, the better off we are. You know, knowledge is power, and understanding one another comes with that knowledge. So, you know, I'm always happy to talk on different subjects. If there's something that you would like me to talk about that, you know, that I treat or maybe have personal experience with, then send me a DM on Twitter or leave a comment down below, and I'll see what we can do. Okay? I was asked about addiction, and there's a lot of videos out right now, makeup addictions. I'm addicted to this makeup, I'm addicted to that makeup. And we throw around that word addiction a lot of times pretty lightly, you know. Like, I was upstairs filming, I was in my bathroom filming the Get Ready With Me with the fall looks, and I started looking around and I thought, God, I've got so much makeup. And then I was like, this is why they say it's makeup addiction, because we impulse buy. And when I buy makeup, it gives me a rush. It releases my brain releases oxytocin, and it makes me feel good. And you become addicted to that feeling. We get the same reaction when we get a like on a text or Twitter, or we get a response online. People become addicted to the internet and their internet devices and their smartphones and their iPhones and all that. It gives us a boost. It gives us a feeling of, yes, I've been approved of. You know, people like this. I'm doing well. And we become addicted to that. So you have to, sometimes we have to disconnect. If you are feeling like you're spending too much time online, which a lot of us are guilty of doing. I know when I'm not either on my computer, my laptop, have my phone in my hand, I feel like I'm missing a limb. And if I don't separate myself from that and take a break from it, then I find all I want to do is spend time online. And there comes my babies. You know, my wieners, they'll be here, I'll promise to show them in this video. They haven't been in the last couple, and I've been asked, where are my wieners? So, but you could become addicted to makeup, especially because so many people are pushing it. Everybody and their brother's got a palette right now. A palette of this or that, or contour, or highlighters. And because we see these YouTube influencers, and some of them are makeup artists, but a lot of them are just people who love makeup and who have worked their way up through YouTube and Instagram and other social medias. All right, come on. Hey, come here, come here. And they've worked their way up and they found success. Come here, baby. Let's say hi. Oh, there's my Spanky. But, you know, they're coming out with products, and I'm not going to bust anybody's game. Hey, if that's the way you want to make your money, is through learning about makeup. He's in my hair. Learning about makeup and selling makeup. Sorry, buddy. He's tangled in my hair. Then hush, 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 hush. Come here, Brian. Brian. Come here, buddy. I don't want them fighting because they do. They get very jealous. But if you're an influencer and you want to come out with different palettes and different products, then hey, that's great. But a lot of times when we watch them, come here, Brian. A lot of times when we watch these videos, we find ourselves needing, oh, sorry, he bumped the camera. Come here, buddy. We find ourselves saying, oh, I've got to have that. You know, it may be $20 or $40. No kisses on the mouth. But a lot of people are finding that they're buying palettes like they've never bought before, simply because influencers are selling them. They like somebody and they want their product and they want to try it. Whether it's Jaclyn Hill, Jeffree Star, you know, Nikki Tutorials, all of these people are having different products and they're pushing them. Each video is a commercial. You need to realize that when you're watching these YouTube tutorials by different people, it's just a commercial. I love it. Whether they're sponsored or not, they're still telling you about products that they want you to buy or that they either approve or disapprove of, and that triggers that response in us. We want to buy it. And you have to take a step back and say, do I want this or do I need it? You need to separate between want and need. And with any kind of addiction, if you have an addictive personality, which we know that people can become addicted to pretty much anything. Anything that makes you feel good or gives you a response, a physical response or an emotional response that you like, can become addictive. And some people are more prone to that. It's genetic. It's also in the way you were raised and the things you were around and the things that people around you did. You know, if you have a parent who is addicted to alcohol, drugs, whatever, gambling, doesn't matter, you can have a higher chance of becoming an addict yourself. So you need to be aware of your family history as well. I know I had to. My grandmother was addicted to playing bingo. She was literally addicted to playing bingo. She would go 4 or 5 times a week, and you never heard about when she lost, but you'd always hear when she won big. And it seemed like that was the only thing that kept her going for a while. Whenever she felt bad, or, you know, and she had rheumatoid arthritis too. Whenever she felt bad or, you know, just needed a pick-me-up, she'd go to bingo. And she wouldn't play one card, she'd play a bunch. And, you know, it's legal to have bingo halls set up for churches and fire stations and, you know, different charities where I grew up. So she could go, and it was to support the church or support the fire hall or whatever. So there was a justification in her mind, and she would get up and she would get ready. You know, a lot of times she would come in from work and she'd change her clothes into one of her bingo outfits, and she always looked very stylish. But she would get dressed up and she would go there and she would see all her friends, and she smoked. And everybody at bingo smoked. You couldn't see through that bingo hall for the blue haze. But once again, you know, addiction leads to addiction. So if we had known, I think that she was spending as much money as she was, we would have tried to stop her sooner, because she went through a lot of money. And yeah, it was not good. But she was addicted to cigarettes until they told her she had a touch of emphysema, and then she put them down. I'll be honest, I don't have an addiction, I don't think, to anything really, other than like insulin. I have to have an insulin pump, things like that. But I have a real hard time when it comes to shopping, because I love the way it feels when a package arrives, or when I go to a store and I come out with a new outfit or something new for the house, something new for the kitchen. You know, it's that rush. My oxytocin levels go up, and then I feel good. It's right away, that instant gratification that I get. Okay, no kisses. But, you know, I have to really watch myself, because otherwise, when I wake up in the middle of the night, and I do this a lot, I start looking, whether it's on one of my favorite, you know, clothing sites or home goods sites, or, you know, wherever, even eBay. I'll scroll down through eBay and say, what's that? And how much is it worth? Oh, I can spend some money. I can spend some money fast. I have to really watch myself on that. But thank goodness I don't smoke. I did for a while, and I don't anymore. It's been over 10 years, and I can't stand the smell of cigarettes either, now that I don't smoke. And my husband doesn't either. He drinks socially. I only ever really drink socially, and now that my liver I'm having problems with my liver, I can't drink at all. So like when I do the video, when you see the video come up with the Viking gummy bears, I can't have them. So, you know, and I don't worry about having things like that here, because my husband doesn't have, you know, a propensity to drink. But I wanted to explain that, you know, with buying makeup. There's one girl, and I'll link below. She spent $30,000 on makeup at one store, and that did not count when she didn't use her bonus card and what she bought from other places. She's a little Australian girl, and I will have to see. Brian, you gonna let me see my notes? Huh? You gonna help me? But her name is Jackie He, H-E, and she spent $30,000 on makeup at one store, and it was over, I think it was over a couple of years period. But she said she had added up everything that she bought, all the makeup from each of the stores that she bought, other than this one, it would have been a lot higher, probably double. I think that's what she said. That's a lot to spend on makeup, you know. I buy good makeup, but, you know, I buy it when I need it, and I have to be real careful, because I can fall right into that shopping addiction with makeup as well. And once you recognize that you have an addictive personality, you can start changing your behavior. You know, if you know that this thing gives you, you know, a desire to keep buying it and buying it and buying it, you can control yourself. You know, if you know you have an addiction to gambling, then you can seek treatment. Go see a therapist. You can join Gamblers Anonymous. If you know that you're drinking too much, him's going to sleep on me. If you feel like your drinking is out of control and it is affecting your life in a negative way, your work, your social life, your family life, whatever, seek treatment. You know, I will always say that the Alcoholics Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous, Narcanon, all of these groups, they're great. I like to see people who are first getting into their recovery also go to individual therapy. I will say that. It seems to help people get through their addiction and through the addiction process and understand themselves better. That's the main goal, understanding why you do it, when you do it, why you do it, how you do it, and how to stop and be in control of yourself. Because with addictions, it's hard to stay in control. All right? And that's my message for the night. That, and don't ask me to diagnose anybody. Don't ask me to treat anybody online. That's not my job. I'm off the clock when I'm on YouTube or Twitter or any other social media. Okay? I see my patients, and we do it in a professional manner, but I'm not on here on the clock. I'm I'm playing, okay? Just like everybody else is. It's here for enjoyment. And I wish you all the best. And I love you. And Brian says he loves you too. Say bye. Say bye to everybody. And we're going to do a pet tag video soon so you can see all my young'uns. You're just mad at your brother. Okay. I love you and you love you. Bye.